Okay, so we're looking at the circle of the string circle ascending, but descending would be counterclockwise. Okay, and we're looking at string shape. String shape is SS here. I just put it there to for short, because it's a nickname. It's string shape. It's really not a wobbly like a rubber band going, here and there everywhere. And you can see like these images of it somewhere here and there. Um, it's just a short term for string shapes. So no matter where we start. Okay, so let's look at something in the middle. Say we want to start with the C 4 5 6 here. So we just go 4 5 6 to the E 7 root 2. These are fifths, string shaped fifths. Okay, but you got to remember that. Okay, so if we start at 4 5 6 here, when we go to the E, this is actually a fourth interval in string shapes because the tripentatonic C cage really it spells C-E-G, which is a triad. It's a major triad. Okay, and the E cage spells E-A-C. So it's not particularly strictly string-shaped fifths. That's my bad there. Okay, but for the most part it is. Once we get into the E, the fifth of E is the C in string shapes. The fifth of C is G, and we're here on normal fifths here. The fifth of G is D, the fifth of D is A, the fifth of A is E, and the string shaped fifth of E again is C. The only peculiarity here is we have a fourth here. Okay, going from 4 5 6 to 7 root 2. So we got 4 5 6 to 7 root 2. And what we've really got is, we've got an augmented fourth. So that's our little diminished fifth. See, that's the special case right there. This C to E isn't really a string-shaped fourth. It's a diminished fifth. So every string-shaped circle has its little peculiarities, but more or less we're looking at string-shaped fifths when we're going string to string. So we start here at D on 2, 3, 4. That's the D string shape. A is 5, 6, 7. Next string up, see the fifth of A, D is A, the fifth of A is E, root 2, 3, that kind of thing. And then to C is 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6 rather. So we go to the E is root 2, 3, and we go to the C is 4, 5, 6. All right. Remember the fifth string shape fifth of E is C, and the string shape fourth of C is E, but remember the string shape fourth of E goes to now. If this was a diminished, if we have a diminished fifth here, right? This is an augmented fourth here. So when we're going in the fourths on the counterclockwise. So let's not get hung up by all that. In general, that's how the long string shapes work in this C3, C4, A5, G6, E7. It's kind of funny because you want to say, well, let's just call it caged. It is caged, but each caged circle has a problem that it can't be played in the open string position without just playing different keys. So if we were to put the capo on where your E is, so this is where your E is, so we're alright, do the C, then we go to the A, right, and then we go to cage. That A would have to be the long A pattern. So it would have to start on this A. If you had the capo there, 5, 5, 6, 7, like that. 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root. More or less. So let's look at what we're trying to do on today's lesson before the good wife gets home and I have to deal with what she wants to talk about, because she isn't part of this guitar effort. She plays a little piano and she's got a wonderful voice, and I got a pretty good voice too, because I took singing lessons in Florida. Well, singing class. I took it twice because I kind of dropped out, but I had to memorize, like, twice as many songs to get through the second time. So I wanted to here it is. I put these extra little things on this chart 309 now. Here's you have a regular caged here. Regular cage, C, A, G, E, D. And then we have the A to A, like, slide here. Okay, so the S3, this is three strings. S3 AXL makes a cage circle from A. So at the A, we substitute in from 5/6 back up to an octave 5/6 and continue on with the caged. And that's how we can play at the open string or the capo position, or you can do it wherever you want. So you can play the long patterns wherever you want. So here I have more fretboard down here than you do, so I can choose to play a C long pattern. I can go C, alright, and then we're going to skip a caged letter to the G, 6, 7 root, skip the G over to the D, to the 2, 3, 4, okay, and then we're going to skip the D up to the A here, 5, 6. But instead of doing the short A, we can do the long A, 5, 6, 7, and then go to root 2, 3 here in the middle up there, and then 2, 4, 5, 6. We're at 5, 6 again. So at that 5, 6 again, just start down here, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or we could do a long pattern there. You don't have to be up against a fret nut like that on the left side there. So that's why I put this here, and then therefore we get these three extra shapes. The extra A shape, I guess, the extra E shape there, or the extra C. The extra C and the A shape are kind of like, I can't really decide exactly how to define a cage. So let's look at those cages. Here they are. And the cages that are new here, okay, is the long E cage there. Alright, the D cage is the same tripentatonic cage there, but we've got the long one there, have we? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now there's a cutout here, so it would be 4, 5, 6. That would go out of the cage. So this definition these long definitions include cutouts. So this isn't your simple caged fretboard, which we have many of those. I can't put everything on one chart. So looking at the 4CXL here is right here. This cage is defined by 4, 5, 6. So if you see a cage that's defined by an extra long string shape on the bottom, you know why it's there. Because we were just talking about these three guys over here. 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. And those are the extra cages, even though the inclusion of those cages as a system have increased the size of the other cages if we do want to play the long pattern. So this is a long pattern fretboard with cutouts.